Hi everyone, how are you? This is Nadine Wilkins and I am so excited to jump on this live. I am doing my Saturday check-in. How is everybody doing? For those of you I haven't had the opportunity to meet, I'm a business consultant, entrepreneur, and speaker. And I love to help people create success by starting a home-based business. And what I love the most is I'm all about helping people create a lifestyle that you love while keeping what's important to you a priority. So it is Saturday and it is an absolutely gorgeous day. And before I get into what I want to talk about, I do just want to check in with everyone because I think we're at that point where after 60 days, you're just like, oh my God, I want to get out of the house. I want to get to life as usual. And it's two things that I know to be true right now. Nothing will be the same, number one. And number two, now is the time to send those text messages, make those calls to check in and, see how we can support one another. I know this week we've been blessed and had the opportunity to, drop off a care package, not doing much, going back and forth. But we had a couple of birthdays that we did want to acknowledge and celebrate this week. And so was really excited to be able to just serve and just make other people's day just a little bit brighter, right? So where is everyone? How is everyone doing? Definitely leave a comment. If we have not connected in some time and you just want to get on the phone, definitely just write a comment. I'd be more than happy to connect with you. I want to let you know I love you. For the moms that are looking at this, happy day before Mother's Day. See, normally for the moms, we would be at the hair salon, nails will be getting done, all of those things. And this is going to be a Mother's Day like no other, right? So just wanted to check in and see how everyone is doing. And I hope that you're safe and you're healthy and that you're well. And that kind of leads me to the conversation that I wanted to have with everyone. And more than anything, I believe in people having choices, right? Financial choices, because at the end of the day, the choices that we make will pretty much guide and lead us throughout our lives. I had this conversation with my sons. I said, look, there's some choices that you make, you'll have some rewards, and there are some choices that you make where you'll have to, deal with the consequences. But at the end of the day, you have to make a choice, right? There are some times where you may be conflicted with what to do and how to do it, so you'll kind of sit on the fence. And sitting on the fence and not making a choice or not making a decision is maybe one of the hardest places to be, right? So I always get on and I always talk about starting a home-based business. Why? Because before I started my home-based business, I was working full-time and I was running my education consulting business in the evening. I literally had no time. I was commuting over an hour to work with traffic, commuting back home. And in the evenings, I would have a babysitter at the house. After I picked up my kids from daycare, I would have a babysitter at the house, someone to watch them so that I can go out and see my clients in the evening. And what I felt like at that time was I was spending more time with other people's families than my own family. And I remember when my husband and I, we were expecting baby number 3, my young Luke that just turned 9 years old, right? And I got to the point where I was like, man, something's got to change, right? Like, it just seemed like I was working harder and harder, but I was having less time and I wasn't really enjoying the time that I did have because I was so exhausted and I was so tired. So I'll never forget the day that I received a call from one of my personal mentors. She was already successful in her own right. She runs a multi-million-dollar nonprofit organization that completely changed my life. And I will never forget when I heard of the concept of being able to work from home 100%, being able to make something called residual income, and also having unlimited income potential. Because for me, in the industry that I was in, literally the salary was capped, right? Even if you increase your education or experience, it was capped at a certain point. So the concept of being able to make unlimited income, having unlimited income potential completely blew me away. So now, fast forward to today, I enjoy more time with my children. I work from home. I homeschool my children. And the opportunities that we have are absolutely incredible. And now I'm not in position I'm not like worrying about myself at all. It's just like, who can I serve? I'll never forget, I have a chance to, serve at my church, which I absolutely love being able to do that every single Sunday. Even while quarantined, we're still making it work, right? And I took on another opportunity to serve in my community. And, someone asked, well, why do you do that? And I said, well, why not, right? When you're in a position where you have time to, be a contribution to society, to make a difference for other people, guys, it is so rewarding. But I would not be in a position to do those things today if it were not for the choices that I made, over 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. See, a lot of times when people see other individuals, they think, oh man, it must be so easy for them, right? Or they're always happy, or they're overnight success. See, one thing I can tell you is this. I experience the same things that everyone else experienced. I have my ups, I have my downs. There are times where, I have really lows where you're like really upset, your frustrations. There are times where you cry. I experience the same things. The only thing is, I'm committed to, when things do come up, to seeing, well, what can I learn from this, right? Like, how can I be a better person after this? So what can I do differently in the future? So I don't necessarily see things that, sorry about that, a call was coming through, but I don't necessarily see things that happen to me as a disadvantage, but I see it as an opportunity to grow. And because of that, no matter what, even in some of the hardest times in my life, I always look back and I'm grateful, because had it not been for a particular situation, then I would not have had the opportunity to grow in that moment. So that's where the positivity comes from, because I am truly grateful every single morning that the good Lord wakes me up and I have the opportunity to live my life and to also make a difference for other people. Guys, it is so rewarding to be able to do that. See, when you're just focused on your problems in your life, listen, those issues will seem like they are lasting forever. But when you can kind of take a break from a subscription to your problems and kind of be a stand for helping other people, it's like when you come back to your issue, you miraculously come up with a solution or a way to get through what it is you were dealing with. So that's number one. You make your choices and then your choices make you, right? I truly do believe that the life that you live at the end of the day is just an accumulation of the choices that you've made over time. See, I want to get to the conversation of people who will say, oh man, they were an overnight success. I truly do believe that every single person that you see that is super successful, guess what? What you didn't see were the hard and the challenging times that they were able to go through to get to where they are. What you didn't see was the 5, 10, 15, 20 years of, commitment, dedication, work ethic, focus, right? Serving other people in order for them to get to where they are. So what I challenge everyone to do is this, especially in this season of time, is that really take a look at the choices that you're making today and what can you do? What choice? See, because I believe you're not in control of what other people do. The only thing that you're in control of is what you do. So what choices can you make today that your future self will thank you for? What choices that you can make today that literally will compound over time? What new skills can you learn today that'll make a difference for you later? Whose life can you impact today that will change things completely for them? So I wanted to jump on and share that word with everyone. I really hope it touches you. Listen, I just got off a Zoom presentation and had a chance to do the transformation. And I just feel so grateful and so blessed. And I wanted to jump on to just, share some of that energy with everyone, no matter where you are. Listen, we are in some very trying times. But one thing I know is this season will pass, right? We will get through the winter. We will get through the storm. And what's most important are the choices and the decisions that you make right now that will determine where you will be over the next, over the next year, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. So thank you so much, guys, for jumping on this live. I love you all. To my moms, happy Mother's Day, right? Listen, being a mother in itself is a huge challenge, but also one of the most rewarding opportunities ever. So for those of you that are moms or caregivers for other people, happy Mother's Day to you guys. Take care. God bless. And I look forward to connecting with you soon.